Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, DXN. My name is Megha, and welcome back to another session of leveling up our lifestyle to a more healthier, wealthier, and happier one. So, as a brief introduction, what is DXN? It's world's largest Ganoderma manufacturing, health, and wellness direct selling company. So, who's the founder? The founder is Dr. Lim Sujin, CEO and founder of DXN, which DXN began its journey in 1992. So today we will be discussing about one of our very necessary daily basic item. That is the soap. You might have seen the poster, right? Okay, soap has a really long history going way back to like the ancient Babylon, like thousands of years ago. So people there figured out how to make soap by boiling fats with ashes. They wrote about it on clay cylinders around like 2800 BC. So since then, we've kept improving soap. So now we have all kinds of cleaning dishes, laundry, even for homes and even ourselves, right? So like, when was soap invented? Have you ever thought about it? When did even soap come? Because since we are born, we know about soaps, right? So in ancient times, around 1500 BC, the Egyptians, they were known for their cleanliness and bathing rituals. They used a concoction made by combining animal and vegetable oils plus alkaline salts, as described in this thing called Eber's Papyrus. I guess that's how it's pronounced. It's basically an ancient medical document. It's very ancient. You can listen to the name and understand it's pretty ancient, isn't it? So, this soap like material, right? It served not only for like personal hygiene but also for treating various skin ailments. So, what was soap? It was something that was mostly used for like when you have problems and things. So, similarly, many other ancient civilizations, including the Greeks, the Romans, they all had like various forms of soap for cleansing purposes. So the term soap, right? The term soap itself is believed to have originated from like this ancient Roman legend about Mount Sappho. Why is it not soap, right? It should actually soap should have been called Sappho. The soap, the spelling is just letters are here and there. But yeah, Mount Sappho. So according to the legend, basically rainwater would wash down this mountain, this Mount Sappho, right? So it mixes with animal fat and ashes along the way it comes down. So this mixture would like then accumulate at this river. There was the river called Tiber River, Tiber B River. So here local women used to like come wash their clothes, and they discovered that washing clothes became much easier. And by the 7th century, right, soap making had become basically a well established craft in regions like Italy, Spain, and France. See, soap was actually a craft. So these countries were early centers of soap manufacturing due to their abundant supply of the ingredients, mostly olive oil. The olive oil, right, along with vegetable oils, they served as a key component in soap production, contributing to the region's expertise in the art of soap making. So this expertise now, as you can see, eventually ended up spreading to like other parts, even like Europe and like beyond. And this ended up shaping the development of the soap as we use it today. In the aftermath of the fall of Rome, which is 467 AD, bathing habits in much of Europe took a massive nosedive. Stopped, using soaps, which led to like unsanitary conditions during these Middle Ages. So this decline in cleanliness played a very a significant role in the spread of illnesses, including the devastating Black Death. Anybody who knows about Black Death? It's the first time I was hearing about Black Death. And this happened in like the 14th century. That's what they say. So, however, right, despite like the general decline, there were pockets of medieval world where personal hygiene still remained important. Still, people were using soap. Some people just cannot. They're like hygiene freaks, right? So, like in Japan, for example, daily bathing was like a common practice, contrasting with the situation in Europe. Similarly, in Iceland, people gathered in like warm pools fed by hot springs. Iceland, again, like, understandable. And like Saturday evening sun, it was more like a socializing, fun thing. And cleansing, of course, was part of it. Then soap production then began in England. It's actually very interesting. Like around the 12th century, while commercial soap making like started in the American colonies in like 1600s. Initially, it was a household chore rather than a specialized profession. Soaps weren't even a thing until like recent. So it wasn't until like the 17th century that cleanliness and bathing started again to gain popularity in much of Europe, especially among the wealthier classes. This resurgence marked a shift towards improved hygiene practices, and then it contributed to better public health in the rest of the centuries that followed. Then, until into the 19th century, right? Soaps were basically considered as a luxury item. It was heavily taxed in many of the countries. Oops. 1 second. Yeah. And when these taxes were eventually like lifted, soap became more accessible to like the general population, which led to obviously improved cleanliness and like general standard like across like all the societies. So a significant advancement in soap making occurred in 1791 when French chemist Nicolas Leblanc, impressive name, right? He patented a process for producing soda ash from common salt. So soda ash is derived from ashes. It could be combined with fat to create soap. So this breakthrough like revolutionized soap production and contributed to the rapid growth of this industry when around 1850s, while other like advancements and the development of power to operate factories, soap making eventually became one of the fastest growing industries in the United States during that time. So the process of making soap like remained mostly unchanged until like 1916. The thing was, um during both the world wars, right, there was a shortage of animal and vegetable fats and oils. And as I just said, these were like the essential ingredients in soap production. So what happened? Chemists, right? They had to basically find alternatives, and they ended up creating chemicals with similar properties. And today, you know it as detergents. Now, these detergents replaced traditional soap in like many products. And nowadays, when we like talk about soap, right, in many areas, we're actually like referring to detergents basically. Like the original soap, that's not soap. What we are using is basically not soap, like the ones in the market basically. It's so common. Like when you go and ask for liquid hand detergent, they might like confuse. They might be confused, like the liquid one, or you mean like the soap, you know? And as you can see, basically soap was mostly first used historically to wash clothes. Like that woman in that river Tiber, right? That's where she like found her like cleaning clothes suddenly became easier. So it's basically historically first used to wash clothes, then like some other stuff. Then of course, eventually we started with personal cleanliness. And as I just mentioned, that during both world wars, there was a shortage to get these natural items. And so again, there was a decline in soap. So what happened? Soon, companies like Procter and Gamble and Unilever, these are very famous. I'm 100% sure everybody here knows about it. So these two are like uh, very super famous consumer goods corporation companies. Oh, come on, guys. They are people who wanted to make money. They saw the chance, they took it. Marketing started. Then it was that if you don't use soap, if you don't shower, you're prone to diseases, you'll die early, this will happen, that will happen. And olden times, the soap was natural. But once the chemical production of soap started, it began having this negative impact on the skin pH. We'll come to that in a bit. Now, with the marketing, okay, it was very easy to bring fear into people's mind. Even we can be easily scared sometimes. If I watch one horror movie, right, knowing that it is fiction, I still, like, I won't be able to sleep for like 5 to 7 days straight. I'll also need a night light, like a lamp or something. No, like, for serious, I stopped watching horror movies long back because of this. Now I'm free. So you see, the truth is, a lot of things which we can't go without today was all just a marketing tactic for some guy sitting somewhere to make money. As actually the same theory for breakfast. You can, like, go Google it. Was Since when did breakfast actually, start to be a thing? You should actually go research on it. It's very interesting. But you see, the good news is people are nowadays becoming more and more aware of the dangers of today's detergents and soap. And mind you, all this information, everything that I'm saying, I got this from different websites and many different YouTube videos. I just want to find out the history of soaps, and what I'm trying to say is, if you search on Google or YouTube, you can also find the same exact information. So definitely do your research. Now, see, maybe you saw like your favorite celebrity saying, "Oh, this soap, you will be fair within 7 days of using it. You will smell like heaven." But clearly, nothing changed, right? So you were disappointed. Then you saw another one. Then you tried this. Then you tried that soap. Eventually, that went on. Now you're probably sticking to one soap, or every week you're changing it also. Then actually, there was this one guy. He actually sued a company, but I think it was regarding hair oil. I'm not sure if it was soap or hair oil, but basically, he didn't get the same results as they said it would give, like in the advertisement that he saw. And then turns out the celebrity itself wasn't using it. Think about where everything is going. They were doing it for the money. And what happened? The company had to pay like a huge sum of money to this person. Anyways, this was actually in the news. And by the way, my whole point is, today, everything is basically made, marketed, or produced just for the sake of making money. That is the reality. It is the reality. Nobody really cares about the health consequences until things get out of hand. Now you're young. Doesn't really matter what you eat, the kinds of products you use, the kind of things you apply on your body, on your skin. Nothing really happens, isn't it? One random morning, they'll faint, or they'll get like a small skin rash, or maybe it can be an abdomen pain, a silly abdomen pain, okay, only to go to the doctor because it's persisting, it's just not going away. And the doctor says, "Oh, you just have liver cancer, or you have skin cancer." It's common for the doctors because everyday patients are coming with skin, liver, lungs, all sorts of cancer, now he'll say, "Don't use the soap, don't use soap at all, you can only eat this, you cannot eat that." All other soaps, except the soap that the doctor recommends, will be bad. Again, now for the treatment, right? You'll basically have to sell your organs because it is that expensive. Things, as we progress, are gonna get just more and more expensive. Why live if this is how we're going to live, right? If, like, we just gave like a second thought about the products that we use, maybe done some research on it, you can have like a perfect disease free life. Maybe at least, live till age 150. It's gonna take time to like travel and see the world, so like living till 150 kind of makes sense. You can slowly travel the world, you can enjoy life, then you can go back to where you came from in peace. But as you know, today, right now, You are here in this meeting. That means you want to lead a better life, right? And the time you're living here on this earth, it might as well like you might as well like lead the best life ever, right? That's what we're here for, isn't it? That is where Ganozhi Soap comes in. And I'm literally talking generally about DXN also. Now, according to the Bureau of Indian Standard Board, soaps are basically divided into three categories. Okay, according to their TFM, total fatty matter. So 60 to 70% TFM soaps. That is soaps that fall into 60 to 70% of TFM. They are called as third grade soaps. And 70 to 75% falls into the second grade, and 75 to 80 75 to 80 percentage of soaps, they're like TFM soaps that have this much TFM, they fall into the first grade category. So what is the number one specialty for the DXN Ganozhi soap? It is that it falls into the first grade soap. It is a first grade soap with 76% TFM. So today, if you look at the soaps available in the market, majority of the soaps, they fall into this 62 to 70% category, which is a third grade soap. And there are like a few soaps that do fall into the first grade category, but the thing about that is they're very expensive. Very expensive. Some some and many of the soaps, right, they don't even have this TFM person mentioned on them. Why? Why do you think so? Like a few soaps. It's because the ingredients they have added into the soap, right? It's actually that harmful to the point it's probably below the third grade category, which is why they don't mention it. Now, the second most important specialty is that DXN Ganozhi soap has only 4 ingredients. Soap we get in the market, they have over 20 to 25 plus sometimes of ingredients, which are chemicals. They're harmful chemicals added into them. Harmful chemicals. Now, according to a site called PubMed, this is PubMed, it is the official site of the United States government, and this is only one of the researches, okay, that I've put a screenshot so you guys can see. You can just go to Google, go search for PubMed on like harmful effects of soap on the skin, and you'll get many reports. Like I think last year in one of the meetings when I did talk about soap, I did show one of this, but it was another one. It was about the protein on the skin, how it affects the protein inside the skin. It's actually scary to read it, but anyways, all these studies they basically just they talk about all the skin issues that we get from using these harmful soaps, these detergents. And as you know, right, anything we apply on the skin is absorbed into the body within like 10 to 15 minutes max, 20 max. So you have to be really like very careful about what we are applying on our body. Why else do you think our parents, our grandparents, our teachers, they used to, when we were young, they used to scold us if we had drawn on our hands with sketch pen and pen and stuff like that, right? Why do you think that was there? So all of these information like related to this, these articles can be found this website, PubMed. Okay. Now, on to our Ganozhi soap. It is made of 4 ingredients. First one is sodium palmate. It's palm oil. It's rich in vitamin E. It will improve the quality of the skin and it'll repair any damages on the skin. Second one is glycerin, which is also known as glycerol. It is a natural compound derived from vegetable oils or like animal fats. See, we can like with the history I told you, you can already like understand it, right? It's basically a clear, colorless, odorless, and syrupy liquid with a sweet taste. Then it's also like excellent in behaving as like a moisturizing agent that pulls water into the outer layer of your skin from deeper levels of air and the skin. Well, a third one is fragrance. It's a very light, natural, peaceful smell that DXN Ganozhi soap has. Then the fourth one and the most important one of all of them is Ganoderma Lucidum. Now, before I tell about Ganoderma, right, I want to talk about Thames Major or Thames Major. It's French, and I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a cream. It's a cream with Ganoderma extract, okay? Guess which company it is? Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent, guys. You understand what level it is, right? And as you can see right here, the price here, like below over here, it says that it's $440. I don't know how much it is in Indian rupees. 36,000 for a cream. 36,000 for a cream. And look what it says here. Saint Laurent Thames Major cream corrects all signs of aging from wrinkles to loss of firmness and radiance. The formula contains Ganoderma lucidum, known as the mushroom of eternal youth. You get what I'm talking about now? Contains Ganoderma mushroom, known as the eternal youth. Ganoderma literal translation is shining skin. Gano means shiny, derma means skin. You see, there's a reason why the ancient people, right, called Ganoderma the immortality mushroom. There's a reason why it is known as the king of herbs, even now. There's also a reason why the royal palaces, like in the ancient time, they didn't want people to know about it. It has anti-aging properties as well as immune boosting properties. So this is like the key to live a super happy youthful life. Now DXN, right, by just adding 4 ingredients, main one being Ganoderma lucidum, has done some amazing, great service for us. From sensitive skin to dry skin, anybody can use it. 1 day old baby, 90-year-old baby, I'm a 20-year-old baby, and I've been using it since my birth. Literally since my birth. Any skin issues you have will completely go away. Why? Come on, it's the eternal youth. How can it like not go away? It's known as the eternal youth. There's a reason, right? And like, what's even more good news? It's available in any part of the world, all over the world. You can get the soap at a very affordable price. So you do realize how lucky all of us are, right? We're all very lucky. You hear you're literally having the key to stay youthful. Now imagine if you also decided to drink this eternal youth mushroom in your coffee, in your tea, in your lemon tea, your body lotions, your shampoo, toothpaste, now even the soap, health and happiness already secured. Now, when we make another person's life better, right? Like if someone starts using the soap, it's clear now, like why the whole actual purpose of the soap is clear. Now, once we start using it, we're going to see the benefits. So when we tell this to someone, obviously they are also going to get the benefit. So by helping and helping to like make another person's life better with this, wealth is also secured. That to generational wealth, passive income. People, you see what you've come across, it's a gold mine. Go use it like that. Make your life better. Then make another person's life better. Money, money, money is going to flow in like the Niagara Falls. So, what are you waiting for? A plan is super easy. Everything is easy. You just have to shower. You just have to brush. You just have to drink coffee. Is that so hard? It's something you do every day. We can't go without showering, can't go without brushing. When I use it, right? So like everything is easy. And now it's up to you. How much do you want to level up? How much do you want to level up your health? Do you want to like level up your finances? You decide. And brand conversion. This is the most easiest thing. Like which company guys will offer like such an amazing offer? So like go use it. Use it like wisely. Okay? So that is what I have today. Any questions? If you have any questions, you can ask me, you can message me, you have my number, and I'll also send you the recorded video. That is the meeting for today, and I hope you're able to understand the history of soap and the gold mine that you have discovered. So use it to the full extent. So that will be it. And I'll see you next Tuesday then. Okay, we have a 1 second. Mr. Jijo, you want to say something? Okay, all right. If then we shall end today's meeting. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope today's session was super informative. Any questions? You can text me or you can text your group leader or anyone. Bye bye. Good night and good morning.